You are watching
You know,
Xirtus.
I don't, it's interesting. I wouldn't say that I do or don't believe it. I mean, I'm a big believer that there are things out there that we can't explain. And so if another person sees an alien, maybe I see an angel or a demon. So I'm a big believer that there are like spiritual forces working on the physical world that a lot of us don't see and a lot of us don't understand and a lot of us don't appreciate. But, you know, is it aliens or is it our guardian angel or is it aliens
Yes.
or is it a not
Yes,
so guardian force that doesn't care about us or in fact actively wishes us harm? I don't know the answer to that question. What I try to do is I try to say my prayers. I try to be as good of a person as I can be, and I try to do a good job. And hopefully that's all I need to do.
So maybe kind of a chill thing to say.
Well,
or
that's pretty much what we've been saying like throughout the whole show. It's like I guess the point is you can't really control anything. You can only really control how you respond to things. You can't control any of this shit with aliens and JD Vance and Charlie Kirk's murder.
You have a rebuttal to that? How do you respond? How do you respond to that? It only matters how you respond to things, Kurt.
I just didn't know that JD Vance was just so entirely based. You know, what a vice president we have. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, it was low key. Like he could be talking to your double-digit IQ Baptist Christians right now, or he could be telling the world that Project Bluebeam is real and that aliens are actually aliens and demons, and that we've just rebranded angels and demons as an extraterrestrial to make it easier for people. I mean, you're more afraid of a demon than you are of an alien, right? I mean, you could be afraid of an alien because we've seen all sorts of aliens from.
Well, they have to be the same thing. I mean,
what's the real difference between them? I think it's that one is a lot more personal to us than like aliens. For example, like if we're talking about spiritual forces, well, what makes them spiritual or demonic? It's the fact that they could influence us, not even physically, but on like our deepest, most fundamental levels of consciousness and how we process emotions and our habits, not necessarily conscious big
ET,
decisions.
That's what ET does. So I feel like they've trained people to be more open to the experience with ET.
You bring up a good point as far as ET is concerned, because there's definitely religious overtones as far as the movie poster. And also you look at like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, there's some biblical shit going on in there too. So it's kind of like
the finger touching is very Adam and God,
it's Adam touching the hand of God.
Right.
But also like ET comes out and his heart's all glowing like, the Christ that you see with blue lights and red lights coming out of it. And then the rainbow at the end is kind of like the covenant between God and Noah. After he floods, he gives like the little rainbow. But anyways, the point is
very nice.
Yeah. But see, there's certain things that are like totally intentional. Certain Terminator 2 is called Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And the guy's name is John Connor. And there's all of this weird analyzation of certain
Jesus Christ
that have been associated with the Last Supper. Anyways, is it implanted in us? Is it trying to get us to? I mean, is this Project Bluebeam? Is this like?
I feel like 3-Eye Atlas
and propaganda.
Everyone's been saying 3-Eye Atlas is going to be this big blue beam thing, or aliens, or some sort. Because, the whole thing is like a Oumuamua solar object that's going to get charged up by the sun and slingshot off. You know what I'm talking about? Have you been paying attention to this?
Yeah.
3-Eye Atlas, and so there's something that they're gonna. People say, "Oh man, there's alien life, and we're gonna see it." Right? That's kind of the zeitgeist for the last year. That November would be a time when we're gonna have some sort of a first connection with whatever aliens are, whether they're just human time travelers from the future, or if they're angels and demons or something like that, or if it's just a big psyop, most likely that's designed to unify
I personally
us.
feel more connected with some external force. Definitely, like 5 years ago, I was not considering anything to do with God, spirits, angels, entities, whatever, or a psychic connection with them thereof. But now I feel like I would hope that I'm living in a way where it's like I'm not offending them or something. And so far that's just translated to having better habits, you know, to not like react to like other people emotionally like so often, you know, try to like think before or be more compassionate, definitely be grateful. I think that was like a big shift. That was a big thing. Because if you don't believe in anything, then it's like you have no divine authority to be grateful for, or no higher authority. I mean, give it, at least the New Agers can say like, I'm thankful for being a star seed, and I'm thankful for my spirit team, soul team, or whatever. At least you have something. But what matters is that you have easier access to gratitude in that state. And I think that feels pretty alien to me still, because like I was in a much more materialist and negative polarity, I guess. I felt more like the world was against me. It was me against the world, as opposed to me being a part of the world, you know, and a part of everything else.
I mean, aliens are, so for a long time you had angels would help you, but you're also afraid of demons. And then for a while it was like, well, they're all just aliens. And now it's like there's good aliens. There's the light aliens, the Hyperboreans, right? Then there's the dark aliens from the
The
dark forest,
reptilians.
and then there's the gray. And so it just feels to me like they're pushing towards just telling you that there's some sort of supernatural presence, but they're divorcing it from religious symbolism by calling it aliens.
Well, they're
Yeah,
wrapping
because-
it in Charlie Kirk, though. Like it's being delivered in this Christian, like something that the mass amount of the Christian base would accept. Uh-oh.
Sounds fun. Sounds exciting.
Screwed the. I should just present shit. I should just ask to present shit and not try
You-
to send you
you-
texts that don't work.
You trying to send me communion?
Yeah, I mean, you just said it. Like, I mean,
Right.
and it's named after a religious ideal for
True.
a kickoff.
Yeah. Have you guys all seen this movie or read the book, about communion with Christopher Walken? It's a true story.
Or the
sort of.
OG stories.
Do you know about this one,
Yeah.
Kurt?
That's an OG for real.
I do not.
That's why you had an alien sticker on your lunchbox, Holmes.
Yeah, so this guy, Whitley Strieber, he was abducted by either the CIA pretending to be, or actually was abducted by Greys, right? And he went looking into people who'd been abducted, ended up being abducted, and having meetings with all of these survivor, victim, anonymous, abductee, Roswell sort of support groups. And then the movies about how they like took him onto this weird ship. He meets all these Greys and realizes that they're just sort of cybernetic organisms that light beings are using, but they're not the
Mhm.
actual bodies. And there's all sorts of weird tentacle probing that happens to him as well. It's kind of the whole history. Everyone believes, right, that they're being abducted. Women are being impregnated on the side of the road, like X-Files. All that stuff seems to come from communion.
Definitely influenced I don't know if I wouldn't say he made the gray aesthetic. I would say he popularized the gray aesthetic, but he wasn't prepared for the amount of people who told him that they had seen what he put on the front of his book, and had foolishly written his address in the back of the book, and the post office got mad at him because the amount of letters that came out. It was back in the 87 when you said OG. The first story was 87. I think the next one came in like 88. I think the movie came in 89. I want to say. I think the event that happens in the book is 86.
What really kind of
86.
tugs my interest is the sightings of Nordics. Like, why that? Like, why that form? Why blonde haired, blue eyed? It's pretty saucy in a lot of ways. Like,
It's pretty saucy. It is.
yeah.
Well, what if like I mean, you've seen movies, I'm sure, about this, like that all humans are descended from different aliens, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
the
Like
Earth is a
Asians are like
hodgepodge.
insectoid, and white people are like something else, and yeah.
I don't know, maybe that I think that could be a thing, that there's also genetic modification from time travel if someone's going forward and backward, which seems to be a major point that they keep bringing up in all of the sci-fi disclosure these days. More
I know.
and
I know
more.
it sounds weird.
Could be branding too. Like this group of people, this is our experiment. That group of people is your experiment.
The Illuminatus trilogy said it had something to do with body hair. The Illuminatus trilogy has this whole conversation. It's really funny. It's almost like a
About
Tarantino
Atlantis.
style conversation. And they're talking about the ones who are more human have more hair, like on their chest and stuff.
Mm.
And then the other ones have been mated with other stuff, have less hair. Or
And that's why I have lizard skin.
yeah, that's a good point, bro. I got eczema. Does that make me part lizard? Like, what the fuck?
I'm definitely roachkin.
Roachkin.
Yeah.
Did you see
Everyone
that?
wants to be something cool, like, oh, my spirit animal is wolf, kangaroo. It's like mine is cockroach.
Cockroaches do survive, man. They survive amazing things. I remember one time I was in Argentina and there was a cockroach in my apartment in Buenos Aires, and I was still like a vegan hippie. I was like, I should like put it in a cup or something and then like take it out. Took it out of the third floor balcony, and like opened the cup, and the thing flies out. And I didn't know that cockroaches could do that, but it just like flies like 100 meters, glides across the whole road to the other side. I was amazed. I was like, I don't know if you ever need to save cockroaches again.